Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing this lovely candle holder. Now that's the base, and then you've got all these triangles that go up the sides like so and form a pyramid. I'm not going to do it in Decor, I'm going to do it in resin and put some lovely lights inside. So if that interests you, stay with me and let's get going. Okay, I've mixed up my resin. I've put it through the bubble chamber, but debubbler should I say. Still got a few little micro bubbles, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just making sure, I'm probably stirring more in now, but I'm just making sure there's nothing sticking around the sides because I use my mixer as well. And when you use your mixer, sometimes unmixed resin will stick, but I think that's pretty much okay. It's pretty clear. Right, so today I'm going to be using, now I think this one is Nick Pro Colour Fun Blue LW21. I used this a while back for me Frogapatra and I absolutely love the colour. So we're going to give that a go again. So I'll just put a little bit in for now because I can't remember. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Yeah, I think that's about the right colour. And of course, I'm going to put in some Diamond Alcohol Ink, quite a bit. I'm hoping it'll show up. I think it will. Oh yeah, it's going to look gorgeous, that. You see it there? Beautiful. So, because I'm putting electric lights in this, it doesn't matter. Because if you ever make anything candle holder related, you must never ever put a naked flame, i.e. a proper tea light or a proper candle, anywhere near it. Point one, it'll probably soften the resin, and point two, you'll probably get some nasty fumes. So yeah, always use the battery type ones if you're going to use tea lights with something made out of resin. Now I think that looks about right. Look at the sparkle in that. It's beautiful. Don't know if you can see that, but it's gorgeous. So, in fact, I'm going to just put another one in for good measure. Oh, I love this stuff. Right, so let's get this poured. Hopefully I've done enough. We can but hope. I took a really rough guess. Let's have a look and see what I actually made up initially. I've made up, oh god, I can't see, it's that dark, 150 ml. So I better get this moving because it is starting to warm up already. So initially we're going to give it a spray because there is quite a bit of detail. There's lips as well. As you can see, there's like lovely cutouts, so they should be really pretty. So initially we'll put, in fact I'm going to do the sides first because if by some chance I don't have enough for the bottom, it won't matter so much if the bottom doesn't match. So I'm just going to pour that in slowly because I don't want to cover, oh she said dripping on it, but I don't want to cover the bits that stick up because they're going to be the holes. Just let that settle a little bit and I'll put some in here. Loving this colour already. Beautiful. It's like the night sky, isn't it? Sort of. Oh, sorry, I'm concentrating now, I'm not even talking. So I'm just going to carry on pouring these. You can see what I've done there anyway in this one. And I'll come back to you when I've done all four, because you can basically see what I'm doing. Right, I'll be back in a minute. A good tip for you too, if you ever feel like you've overfilled something, just get one of these pipettes. I mean, I don't really use them for much else, but just squeeze it and then put it in your resin, let go and just let it naturally drag with the vacuum. It just saves you a lot of messing on and trying to scoop it out. See there how it's filling up. And I'm just squeezing it out into there. So I think that's probably a tiny bit more maybe. Yeah. Right, so I'll carry on filling up and I'll be back. Okay, so I had to mix up another 100ml or so. I've got a bit left. I'll find something for that. I overpoured slightly, hence the pipette. Anyhow, I'm going to give that a spritz, and because these have such a lip, I'm just going to run round and hopefully make sure, because it looks like there's points there that the resin hasn't gone into. I'm just going to run around the whole thing. See if I can get rid of some of them bubbles. Yeah, them points are definitely an issue. So if you ever get this mould, pay mind to those. I mean, I think regardless of what I do here, I'm possibly going to get bubbles anyway. But we can only try, can't we? I'm going to keep an eye on it. And hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm just checking all them. Yeah, you can see the resin pushing up into it when you see there. So hopefully I've done enough. I think I'm okay with this. Like I say, 90-degree angles, sometimes bubbles will gather. But to be honest, I think it might be okay. So I guess we just wait now till this is cured. I'll keep an eye on it in the meantime and maybe pop anything that might come up. And hopefully we'll get it bubble free with a bit of luck. So I'll be back when it's cured. Right, let's see what we've got. This was an extra. This is one of the into resin moulds. The tiny little pot that I said before. But I imagine it's going to be very beautiful. Yeah, of course it is. It's gorgeous. But I mean, oh, excuse my nail. Didn't even realise I chipped it there. It's tiny. But yeah, it's still beautiful. It would probably come in handy for something. I don't know what. Anyhow, let's do the base first. Now I did run out of resin. Nice and smooth there. Oh, got a nice smooth edge as well. So I had put the second batch into the base, but it doesn't appear to be any different. So I have a feeling these might be a bit of a pain to get out because of all the patterns. Oh no, they're not too bad actually. As long as you're gentle with them, I guess. And hopefully, yeah, that point has very pretty though. So they all go in there like so. Now these all have a rim, so I'm presuming that it'll go on the inside by the way that slopes. But we shall sharp find out. Beautiful. Right. Let's see how this goes together. I've got one tiny little bubble there, literally, and that's it. But you'll never see that anyway. So I'm presuming because of the angles, they come in like so. Let me see. Yeah, and then they all sort of fit together. Oh, cool. I mean, you could glue them, I guess, if you wanted to, but to be honest, they sit together quite nice just as they are. That's beautiful. So all I've done to back the back of these is just cut a square of this tape. This tape is designed to put on the back of like open bezels and stuff like that. And all I'm doing is putting it on from the bottom up in this case to try and push bubbles out. Now that looks fine. So on to the next bit. I'm going to get my gloves on and I'll show you what's next. I'm not going to go mad. I'm just going to put some clear UV in and maybe a little bit of sparkle. So we'll put a bit more in. I'm not looking at filling these cavities, just enough to give it a bit of a covering. Right, let's see what this does first of all. I mean, yeah, I've put a lot in, but you know, you have it to do. And do I have them a little bit more sort of white? Do I put a tiny bit? Maybe I could put a tiny bit of the pearl in. Let's give it a try. I've got this Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powder. I'm almost sure I got it in the range ages ago, but it's not to say that it's still there. Oh, that's actually dropped a little bit in. Might be just enough. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yes, we like that. So, I'm just going to blob some in and just let it settle. But you should know by now, I wasn't just going to leave it as they were. If anyone who watches my channel knows me. Of course not. I'll just use it where I've got, basically. Like I say, I'm not looking at filling them. I just want a nice coating. I mean, I'm putting colourful lights in, but with this moon coloured as it is, it'll probably look really pretty with just a plain one in as well. Just like a plain white. And just pray that these haven't leaked underneath. I don't think they would have, but make sure it's all in the edges. Doesn't matter if it goes up the sides a bit, it'll all drop down anyway. Obviously just be very gentle because you've got tape underneath. Oops, I hit the side there. That's fine. I opted not to put the tape on this side because they do have a bit of a lip. Because obviously I was worried about how much I filled them. But because they're on the inside, it doesn't matter. So hopefully this will pay off doing it this way. Because I was tempted to actually fill them from the front. But that would have also meant I'd have to put more in. So I hope that makes sense. Because I would have actually had to totally fill the cavities. I didn't really want to do that. I mean, I'll hit this from top and bottom because I have a dual-sided lamp, so make sure it's cured. Now, I did buy some fancy new torches. Well, cigarette lighters, actually. But when you crank them up to full power, they're like a little mini torch. They're brilliant. Right, I think that's that. Let's just wipe that off before it drips everywhere. I always have baby wipes to one hand, to one side. They're a godsend. I swear I use more baby wipes now than I did when my kids were little. Right, so let's just let them settle a little while. In the meantime, I'll find my torch because I don't know what I did with it. But I'll be back in a sec. Okay, they've settled a little bit and they probably don't need torching, but I just thought I'd show you this. There were a pack of 4 on Amazon for $10.96, I think. And when you press them, look at that. And then you can turn it down if you want a lower one. It's got varying degrees. And also, it has a safety switch. And they all come with their own cool little stand. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, you can actually attach it and keep it on. So there, yeah, like that. So you can just put it down and it's safe. But yeah, I just thought they were really cool. So just for, you know, I'll quickly just do that. I mean, as you know, I don't know if you watched my last video, I was having issues with my cigarette lighter or my long neck lighter. And to be honest, for what I need it for. So, anyhow, I'm going to get these in my curing machine. I just wanted to add as well that these torches, the gas refillable. So, there's no need to buy them little cartridges or anything. Just literally household tin of gas that you buy to fill lighters. So, that is another really good plus. Okay, I've took all the backing off on 3 of them. So I'm just going to do this one. Just pull it off. And there's minimum leakage. There's a slight little shadow there, but you know what? I think it adds to it. These are all cured, both sides, but to be sure, I'm probably going to just throw them back under, just without the tape, for a couple of minutes. Okay, so we've got the 4 pieces. Out, and I'm going to put the UV in the base because it'll just be a heck of a lot easier. So I'm just going to run that round. Whoops. Brand new mat. I'm trying to look after. So we'll literally just pour it to there. And I'm hoping it will penetrate. It should do. I can't see why it wouldn't. If we don't do it we don't need it extra thick. So we'll just pull a bit of that out actually, because I went a bit mad. Just let that be a sec. Let's use my fancy new torch. Just to make sure there's no bubbles. Wipe off the excess. Now, initially, I'm going to use my little handheld torch. But of course, looking around, I can't find it. So I'll be back in a second. Guess what? I couldn't find it. It's probably gone in that place where I put things. That safe place that you never know where it is. But anyway, right, I'm just making sure there's no UV around this side before I set it, because I do want it to sit right so that this fits in snugly. So hopefully, on a wing and a prayer, I've done it okay. Which I think, anyway, it looks okay. So, yeah, we're going to get the big boy out. It's fine though. It'll do the job just as well. It's just not as portable. So, I'm just going to set that away, rotate it, and hopefully that will stick everything in. So I shall be back in a bit. Well, I think yous all know me well enough by now. Then I'm not just going to leave it there. Of course not. I wouldn't be me if I just left it there, would I? So all I'm going to do, I've just mixed up a little bit more UV with some more of the Diamond Sparkle Alcohol Ink, and I'm just going to put a very thin layer around the front, just enough to grab some stones. Now, I can't pick the stones up with my gloves on, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a thin coat all the way around and take my gloves off and throw the stones around. Now, I've got to be careful with the back, obviously. So I will be just putting a very, very, very small amount there. With the sides, not so much, because it doesn't matter. Oh, I've got a hair lingering. Get out. How dare you. Oh, it's still hanging on for dear life. Get off. Right, so the back bit, I'm literally just going to do the edge, just so it doesn't look odd on its own. You know, being bald. We can't have it being bald, can we? Oh, my hands are shaking. I don't know why. So I'm just sticking it on the edge there. And hopefully it will be fine. So I'm going to take this glove off because it's absolutely roasting today. And my hands feel like, ugh, just disgusting. So I'm just going to put a little bit of purple there. Oh, maybe that's too little. I'm going to put purple on the corners for starters. Now, there isn't a lot of UV on, so it's not going to like totally grab. Because obviously I didn't want to stick it up with too much. As long as you're careful and you don't touch the UV with your fingers, all will be well. Put a little bit in the middle. Just a little bit. That's it. I know, I'm not even going there. Don't even ask me where my brain went there. All I'm going to say is, ooh, just a little bit. God. Oh, I've set myself off now. No, stop. I laugh like Muttley out of Dastardly and Muttley me. Oh dear. Anyway, let's crack on before I go into full-on kinks of laughter. Anyhow, so they're just the purple stones. I've got some shards of clear quartz here as well, which I thought would be really pretty. So I'm just going to randomly throw them on as well. I mean, as far as I can be random, you know me. I try. I'm not going to be so fussy with the back, but I do need to tidy it up because I don't want them sticking where they're going to stop me from putting the back on. I've got some beautiful pink ones here as well, which I thought I would just do more around the front. I'm just going to fill the back as is because it doesn't really matter, does it? Right. Careful not to touch again. So let's stick a pink one in the middle just for a bit of something different. And let's have a look. Another pink chunk. Hopefully that'll stick. It should do. I'm confident that these will penetrate because I've used them before. So, well, so, oh, got some little quartzy bits as well. Shall we throw some of them on? We'll have a bit of everything. Crystals, amethyst, sorry. Quartz. Why not? Oh, right, give it a shape. Get the big ones to the top. And then dig down. You should get the smaller ones on the bottom. Right, and for any I've missed, we've got the glitter, the glittery UV. So let me just get my glove that I've just took off, just to make sure, and push all that in. I've got some of them little finger pokes somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with them either. Probably in the same place as the I even forgot what I was looking for earlier. So yeah, that's me. Has anybody else got memory like a goldfish? Honestly. Right, I think I've got them all. Hopefully there's none sticking to the base. So now just got to pray that, let's get a clean one, these don't stick to, like stick out almost, if you get me. So I'm just going to push them all back in. Right, I always make a right mess when I get the stones out, but you can't really be too fussy, because if you start trying to put them on precisely, it'll never happen. Right, hopefully, fingers crossed, they're okay. So I'm going to stick the lamp over that, rotate it again like I did before, clear away these stones, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, I've just brushed out all the excess stones there, but none will ever get wasted, because I have a little tub here that I just do a little mixture. Okay, that's all solid now. These are rock solid. I've put a tiny little dab on the top. You can't even see it, to be fair, just to give it extra security. So all that's left to do now, basically, is put the lights in. Like I scrunched them so that they wouldn't just be... Now, I don't think we want flashing, do we? No, we'll just have static. So I'm just going to put them in like so. Put the back on, and there we have it. My beautiful, I don't know if you would call it a night light or just general. I mean, obviously I'm tipping it, the back's coming off, but once it's sat it won't. But you need that access. I mean, you have the option, you can put just a normal battery operated candle in. Now again, there's resin. If this is resin, there's resin, the base, everything's made of resin. So you really don't want to be putting a proper candle in. But anyway, that's it. I hope you liked it. And I shall get you some, well, I'll put it on my spinny thing for full effect. And hopefully you'll be able to see it a bit nicer. I'll try and put the lights down if I can as well. Okay, that's it. So bye for now, and thank you to everyone for watching. All my subscribers, old and new, much appreciated. Thank you.